Dr. Tim Newton with Inspire Movement Physical Therapy. We're going to show you in this video right here a Psoas stretch, a hip flexor stretch that can be very beneficial if you're a runner or anybody who even needs to just get down and bend down and pick things up. We actually have a video on this on our website already. I'm going to add one little extra layer to it to give you a little bit more of a stretch to kind of really loosen up that hip joint. So go ahead, check out the other video too, but what I'm going to show you here is the extra layer. What you're going to do, first, just do a little test, okay? Do a lunge. What I want you to do, I'm going to lunge forward with my right leg. Just go down and come back up. Feel how well that right glute muscle is kicking in for you, all right? Now I'm going to stretch that right side. I'm going to stretch that right psoas. So what you do is just like what we talked about in the other video. You're going to get in a kneeling position, you're going to do your pelvic tilt, and then you tilt that pelvis and you kind of shift everything forward until you feel some tension starting to be taken up here in the front. Now, I might need to change my foot position and change my direction of shift, okay? Just find whatever is engaging those tissues and giving you a little bit of a stretch. Again, remember, our goal is to let the leg go back. We need to make sure that our pelvis doesn't just kind of arch forward because that's cheating, that's a compensation. So you want to tilt the pelvis backward, belly button and belt buckle kind of come up. Then you shift forward. And you won't be able to go as far because this keeps you from cheating. You might need to scoot the foot out a little farther. You get there and, ooh, okay, there it is. I've got a stretch, I've got it across the front. Let's just say for the sake of argument, I want to feel a little more of a stretch, a little more inward. I'll shift my leg out, change the angle. Now I'm getting that. Again, go back to our other video on this. We go through in detail how to do all this. Now, for that other layer, okay? In the first video, we talked about just holding here, or we could do some oscillations, but I'm going to teach you a built-in myofascial release technique to get this even looser, okay? I'm here, I'm feeling that tension, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten my gluteus maximus, tighten that butt muscle, okay? So I'm here, and then I tighten the glute muscle, and you will feel in the front, whoa, things just got a little bit more intense. You're gonna hold that. You're gonna hold it for 20 seconds, maybe even 30. But I just want you to hang on to that. What you're doing here by engaging that gluteal muscle is you're tightening up all the fascia that wraps around this whole area because the glute is highly invested and attached to all of it. And you're going to get a neuromuscular response. You are going to eventually get some kind of a loosening and a release here in the front. So after about 20 or 30 seconds of holding, you can let that tush muscle go, okay? And then you're done the stretch. You can repeat it if you want to, that's fine. You might feel like you get a little more benefit if you repeat it, go for it. But now I'm going to retest. So remember, I was doing this the other direction, but now I'm just going to lunge forward again and feel how I move. And you may be surprised that it feels a little bit easier. From a flexibility standpoint, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? I just stretched my leg to be able to go back this way a little bit better, yet I did a lunge where it was going the opposite direction, and that was easier to do. So I think it just goes to highlight that you have a stretch in a specific direction for a specific joint and a specific muscle, and it has a ripple effect, and it has effects in other parts of the body. So in this case, I got my leg going back better, and that just happens to get my glute firing a little bit better and more strongly, which is involved in this lunging effort. So think about it now. Think about the benefits that you could get from doing this kind of a stretch for other muscles in the body. If you're a runner, if you're somebody who has to get down and lean over and do things during the day, it really helps a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. So just try to appreciate those added benefits of having specific areas a little bit more mobilized. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's the hip flexor stretch. We added a myofascial component by tightening our glute max for 20 to 30 seconds. Add this one into your repertoire, folks. It's a good one.